Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the line.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
At the 5-yard line.
The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 8 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. In a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Davante Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions making their way out, led by their 32-year-old quarterback. Hard to believe he's in season number 12 now in a Detroit uniform. Quarterback Matthew Stafford.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A 40-yard punt, no return.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, There's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Here's McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by...
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
36-yard.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Back to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
It sets up the 4th down. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's Adrian Peterson, 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit.
Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Ball carrier. Tracy Walker on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Jared Davis on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He'll try and run it. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a run with McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Slide for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself, at this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. he's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and 2. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Chris Manhertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the drive there took 6 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26.
2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
9 yards to go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Carry on Johnson.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
7-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Lions first down.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Peterson on the carry.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
3-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Lions 7.
Comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. This offense number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, McCaffrey. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Christian McCaffrey.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Panthers on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force, but on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Now Joey Slye for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
7.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Kenny Galladay and the Lions set to go to work again. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Jeremy Chinn there defensively.
Jeremy Chinn.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 26-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And Jones has it over the middle.
Stafford's pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Gerald McCoy. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's been in a pretty good groove. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
Really helps your play calling because now you're in a position where you're confident in either aspect of the game. Dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed them to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the second quarter.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick here is good.
Kick is good.
And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27.
Lions 7.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, it's off to Jacksonville to see what's going on with the Jags. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. A touchdown run for James Conner. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Nick Chubb has a touchdown run. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
On the carry.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in 1st downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a 1st down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. Check 26, check 26.
Now Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Derek Brown on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Peterson.
At the 40-yard line.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
to throw on third down. Stafford, that's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 8 yards there and a first down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a run with Peterson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Operating from the gun. Stafford caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40.
A gain of 11 on the play. And
from the gun, Stafford got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Back to the ground, Peterson.
Adrian Peterson.
Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Stop made by Gerald McCoy.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Stafford to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Stafford's pass.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
On third down, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores and 24.
Lions 10.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead as they begin this drive 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hamilton on the tackle.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Sly on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. And
from the gun, Stafford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing again is Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
The ball carrier. He's brought down by Shaq Thompson.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
A gain of 9 yards.
Stafford on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Peterson.
14-yard line.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency, Brandon.
The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Trey Boston.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
How much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Prater on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28.
Lions 13.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that...
Now a hit and a loose football. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Matt Prater.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
6-yard pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Davis muscles him off. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. The pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. Had a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards on the play.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Stafford now to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw again on second down. Stafford. Amendola catching it left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.